Hey everybody, hitchhikers, couch surfers, tech nomads, road trippers. I am Kenny Flannery. Maybe you've seen the channel before. Been living out of my backpack for almost 2 decades actually. I was posting on YouTube a lot in the beginning and now kind of inconsistently do that, but I am consistently going. Always on the move, tripping around the world, around the US, wherever I feel like going, and yeah, just seeing what I can see. So even in the beginning of my travels, I came up with this app called Trip Hopping, and I kind of walked away from it for a while, and then I've just gotten back into it recently. So I wanted to share that app with you because it works really, really well, and it'll work even better with more people. But was originally for getting somewhere. So when I first made it, it was for posting ride shares, and it would actually look at Craigslist and other like ride share sites and just show you the different ways to get from A to B. It is now that on absolute steroids. It'll show you everything now from hitchhiking spots nearby from a curated list of hitchhiking spots and articles that dates back like 15 years to current, to flights, to cheapest flights. And it's really flexible, especially for like flexible nomads. For flights, it is excellent at finding cheap flights, and rides and buses and trains. And for couch surfers, it's just got a list of all the different hospitality sites. You can go live and find someone who might want to go grab a beer right now or give you a ride, or you can offer someone a ride. You can import your contacts. I'm going to show you all this. Basically, trip hopping is just every time I get an idea, wouldn't this be cool? Or why isn't another app doing this? Or why aren't they doing it as well? Or these apps are awesome and people should know about it. I put it all into like different directories and all in one app. And it's like I said, it's just awesome. And it's only going to get better as you guys join on as well. And to share your trips with your friends and comment. Let me just get into it. It's super cool. So it's called Trip Hopping. I'm sharing my screen right here. This is what it looks like when you first log in, or after you've like had an account for a minute, because you can see I've got some trips up here. I'm currently in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm thinking of going to Austin next, so your trips appear up there. You can always add more trips wherever you're thinking. You can see what people are sharing globally. These are people that are nearby right now, and it includes contacts from your phone if you import them, which is private to you, but you can see where people are at, which you can also see on the map. So you can always access the map down here, which is pretty cool. It slides up and down, or it slides completely out of the way. But the map is super cool because everything's on here. You can see I just did a search from Phoenix to Austin. So that's what that line is showing. But it'll show your friends on the map here, which is really cool because if you're out traveling, you might forget that you had a friend somewhere, and they'll pop up on the map. So the map is super powerful, but let's get into it. So you'll see other trips that your friends are on, and then, all your friends. But let's get into the coolest thing, which is, I think, the Go page, which you can get to here or up top right there. So this is what trip hopping was originally for. It was just a transportation search, but now it is insanely powerful. It'll show you every single way to possibly get there. So you can see at the top, $227, 15 hours, that's driving. That's an estimate for gas. And you can even see what that's based on. You can change your miles per gallon, what the average gas price is. That'll come up with that calculation. Hitchhiking, free. You can see there's 13 spots around here that people have added. You can see a hitchhiking summary, which is based on actual HitchWiki articles, which you can even click into directly. So if you are a hitchhiker, you probably know about HitchWiki, and this will just like conveniently get you directly to those articles, which people have been perfecting for over a decade. On rides itself, you can see it is showing some Craigslist rides that people posted theirs. You can click directly into that. And anyone seeking a ride to Los Angeles? Not right now. I'm going to Texas, baby. So you can see all that. And you can offer rides yourself if you want to, or request rides just as easily. Go is a shortcut to the live feature that I told you about. So here you can type in exactly what you're trying to do. So as you can see right now, I am hitchhiking to Austin. It might not seem like it because I'm sitting in this chair right now, but if someone messages me right now and they want to go to Austin, I'm grabbing my bag and I'm going. Otherwise, I'm hitting the road anyways. And you can say you need a host, you want to meet up. You can offer a ride if you're driving, or offer to host if you're just, I don't know, feeling like hosting tonight. You can do that, and you can access that live from up top here and on the main dashboard, wherever you'd like to. So to continue on with this Go page, you can also see that a flight is $22. What? Oh, that's in December though. That's not bad though. $22 to go from Phoenix to San Antonio in this case. So I was demoing this earlier. The very cool thing about flights is radius. So you can change your radius. So like, it is Austin, but if I wanted to be like more flexible, I could set that to 600 kilometers, and that's why I was showing these San Antonio flights as well. Let me get back to the flights in a second because that's super powerful. But also we have buses. You can see $93. You can see there's a Greyhound, 146 there. Ferries and boats is on here too, which obviously going to Texas from Phoenix, I don't need. More ways to go. This is super powerful too. This does a Google search and then uses AI to figure out other ways to go. So if there's something I didn't catch, that kind of catches it. So every single possible way to go. Very cool. And then the hitchhiking, you can hit the map button here too, and you'll see all these thumbs. These are hitchhiking spots that people have used and rated for years. Let's see. Yep, that's mine. Whenever I'm hitchhiking to Vegas, I hitchhike from there. And you can also tap that to go directly to Google Maps if Google Maps is handy for you. Super goddamn useful. Very cool. I use all these features all the time. So the flights, let me show you like a more intense kind of search. So what if I were to do, if you want to go to Berlin or something maybe, but maybe you're flexible like I am. Maybe you want to go to Berlin, but you're going to spend a couple months in Europe or something. So who cares where you start? So what other options you got? What's going to be cheapest? So I could fly from Phoenix to Paris for $233. But what if, I'm in Phoenix right now. You can just do United States. Let's go. Let's see. Let's really see what the cheapest flight is here. If you're willing to hitchhike to and from your origin destination, and boom, there it is, $110. So I fly from New York to London on January 26th, and you can dial in those dates as well to be whatever you want. So it's November right now, so give that a second to load, and it'll give you a little preview of the cheapest dates, or you can just select the range and just see it directly right there. $138 in November from New York to Rome. That's not bad. That's not bad. So that flight search is crazy, crazy powerful. So yeah, that's the Go page. That's kind of the beauty of this app. But you got profiles too. So if you're looking to catch a ride with someone, take another sip of coffee here, or couch surf with someone, or otherwise meet up, obviously you might want to look at their profile. Everybody's allowed to upload 3 pictures. One's supposed to be one of like your face kind of. Another one's supposed to be like kind of how you travel. So for me, that's hitchhiking, and then, just a cool scenery photo. So, most people upload those. Little badges, which are just fun. I just, did that the other day because I thought it was cool. So as you do stuff on the site, you'll get different badges. So location hopper, I've added 127 locations. So I'm a level 25 location hopper. I'm hopped up. I'm a contributor. I'm a brew traveler. You like that one? Oh, it's pretty sick. It's 38 places that I've liked. I'll show you that feature too. You can like different places and share and see what other trip hoppers like, which is cool. It shows that I'm live. It shows the trip that I'm currently on. Obviously, in About Me section, you can add links to your other like couch surfing networks, Be Welcome, Instagram, YouTube. If you got a Patreon or a podcast like I do, you can link to that. Share the activities that you really like and the ones that not so much. Same with skills and just the way you travel. points of interest, and all this stuff is super helpful because I'll also show you there's a travel buddies feature here on Trip Hopping, so you can find other people that are looking for a travel buddy. And when you're looking for a travel buddy, it's kind of helpful to see like there's some stock questions here too, like what's your travel pace? Are you open to unusual news stuff, or you know, more like looking for normal travel? What's your eating style? So if you're looking for a travel buddy or something, obviously these are pretty good things to know, like how much people typically spend in a day. And then just whatever, what kind of books you're into. So you can just see what people are all about. Oh, what is that book? Is that Nomadic Moonlight by Kenny Flannery? Is that a six-pack of hitchhiking stories by Kenny Flannery? What? That looks like a great book. Anyways, and then you can see a whole bookshelf actually, which is kind of cool. You can see all the books that people added, which you can get to from up here too. This is a little cool thing. Travel buddies, I mentioned that real quick, so I'm just gonna like run through some of these features. So if you are open to traveling, you just turn this little toggle off or on. I'm open to traveling with somebody, and you can write what it is, and then you can just scroll through other people and see who else is potentially up for traveling together, backpacking together, hitchhiking together, whatever. They'll say it. If you find someone cool, you know, tap their profile and send them a message. Yeah, pretty sweet. Okay, and then obviously you can see what people share, who they're following. You can follow whoever you want to, references, all that good junk. So yeah, that's like the main part of it. I'll show you the explore page, which is just kind of like a bonus kind of feature up here. Let me go back to Phoenix, because that's where I'm at right now. Phoenix, let's go. So the explore page is kind of cool. It just shows you if there's events going on. You can post events like travel or meetups. Highly suggest and recommend if you're living somewhere, start hosting a weekly meetup or at least a monthly meetup in your city or whatever, and just get that going. Or if there's already a couchsurfing.com meetup or other one, post that on here and just turn it into like a full-on just traveler meetup. It's just, you know, people with backpacks or travel-minded people. So you can see if anyone's posted those before. You can see we had one here in Phoenix not too long ago. There's a collective going on. Events are cool. You can see who's traveling here. That's me. You can see what people have posted recently, and then you can see the places that people have favorited in the area, which is cool. If you go anywhere I've been, you'll see a bunch of breweries. And once you fill out your preferences on your profile, it'll suggest places that you're going to like, hopefully. You'll see locals that are around. And there's a shortcut to add your preferences at the bottom of pages like this, which is kind of handy. Okay, here's one. So this little button here, this uses Google search in the background and then AI to summarize that Google search based on you and your preferences, which I'll show you in a second. So the more you add to your profile and share about you for other travelers to see, the more this feature can also help you. And if you become a Hopped Up member, which is something I'm still kind of working on because some stuff costs money, you'll see here in a second, it generates a picture of you based on your profile picture in the place that you're at, which is pretty cool. So this is not a real picture of me in Phoenix. It just took my profile picture. It knows that I have a camera, it knows what I like, and made a cool little picture. It's a goofy little thing, but it's cool. But the summary is actually awesome, and everybody gets this summary for free because it doesn't cost too much to generate. So it's free. By the way, I should say, like, the whole app is free. Like, the whole Hopped Up membership thing, if you want to do it, you can reach out to me. I only have that because some of the crazy AI stuff costs money. Some of the stuff costs money, but for you guys, it's free. free. Anyway, so this summary is, just telling me what I might like to do in Phoenix. And again, it knows my preferences, so it's going to cater to that. But for everybody, it's going to tell you what the typical weather could be for the season, foods to try that are unique to the area. So here in Phoenix, it's saying Sonoran hot dog, which is actually pretty damn good, and like a nice little cheaper kind of snack. Take a sip of coffee here. Chimichanga, that's what Popo's is all about. Events nearby, points of interest based on what you might like to do. So you can see it's showing me a couple breweries, I've actually filmed at Rent House and Wilderness, so good job trip hopping, suggesting those ones, spot on. And even tells me places to go next, like Sedona and the Grand Canyon. So that is pretty badass. All right, then the Stay tab, which is the same idea as the Go page. It just shows you all the ways to stay somewhere. So local hosts, whether they're here on trip hopping, or you can link your Trust Routes account and see people from Trust Routes that are on here. You see links to all the other hospitality sites, like Couchers is a growing one. Be Welcome's been around forever. Couchsurfing. Warm Showers. If there are any travelers looking for a host, you'll see them on this list. Hotels and hostels, even with a quick link to Google Maps, which has a really cool, map feature. It just shows you the prices of stuff. I use that a lot. That's handy. Yeah, try to link to stuff that's already doing stuff well. Like Free Campsites is a pretty good site. Work Exchange. So if there's any trip hoppers who would host you in exchange for working on their garden and stuff, they'll show up here, along with links to Workaway is probably the biggest network of sites like that, which is awesome. Short-term rentals. Obviously Airbnb is a big one, but you might see a trip hopper willing to rent their place. Building a nomad base feature where people can, well, actually it already kind of works. So if someone wants to like designate their place as a nomad base, just kind of welcome hitchhikers and stuff for slightly long term or to work on projects, or if you want to maybe go somewhere in Norway, but you're not sure where in the summer and start a nomad base, even temporary one, and like you want to get some other people in on it, you'll be able to do that too, which is, it's pretty damn awesome, ain't it? So yeah, back to the homepage. Yeah, so that's it. I'm always building features. Anything else I didn't really get to? Here and there. I told you about importing your device contacts. But yeah, having the map feature at the ready at all times is pretty cool. You got all your layers here. So right now it's showing, a sip of coffee. Some members' couches, where they're at. It's pretty sweet. They're a nice one. You can turn those off and on. Yeah, pretty sweet. So all these like icons are actually my friends that are just in my phone list. And yeah, I can see where they are at all times. Not at all times, but if I'm traveling, it sucks when you like go to another country, or you were somewhere and then like a week after you leave there, you realize that someone you went to college with or someone you met traveling lives there, and you just like forgot about, spaced out. You're like, damn, now you won't space out because you'll see them on the map. Yeah, so that's it. I could go on, but that kind of gives you an idea of what trip hopping is all about. And I've spent a lot of time on it. I'm going to continue to spend a lot of time on it. So I hope you guys sign up. You can find me. You can see I'm live a lot because I'm usually hitchhiking or looking for a place to stay or someone to meet. So you'll probably see me on the map. Yeah, just share it with your friends. It's going to get better and better as more of us are using it. And like I said, it already just works, Like the flight search, doesn't matter how many people are on the site and the buses and stuff. Hitchhiking spots, that all just works really, really well. I use this app every day because I'm traveling all the time, obviously. So use it if you're interested in like getting involved, if you're into coding or design or promotion or something else you think would be cool for the app. Pretty frequently going to be doing like these little collectives. Like I'm here in Phoenix now. I've been here for weeks, just coding. So there's going to be stuff like this where we like either get a house or use somebody's house. If you have a house you'd like to offer up, it doesn't matter if you're in Montreal or in Bali or wherever, Kansas City, I don't know. Yeah, just periodically, once or twice, a few times a year, might plop down somewhere for some weeks or even a couple months and yeah, chip away at the site. So if you want to get involved in that, in any of the ways that is said, reach out and yeah, it'd be cool. So hope you guys enjoy the app. I know you will. It's on iOS, it's on Android. Like I said, it's triphopping.com. You can use it just on any web browser and it's beautiful. So that's it for now. I do need to get to Austin, Texas, so I'm going to start getting on that. And I'm going to get some brisket. Maybe I'll post some videos along the way. thinking of going towards just the east. But yeah, brisket first in Austin. Hell yeah. All right. Hope you guys are doing awesome. I will see you down the road.